rakabatanganedza kambeka mshimo yeshu ya Dice Pictures nenga madzina nditendani lady Tindi wa Mushasha kariyo varothe kaile dora na musi richikodiyamba rikwedechedzana rikusumbedzisana pano na pala kazvinji zvine rava richikwamba kazvo vazvidiva zvo richivangarira chiro nevukoma cha imbeka yemshimo iyi ndodhisa zvine rava richikuvatusa ngazvo henepo kune vanga vahwa nemisi yothe radhapo ravadhisira navathu vane vava uri vadhiva kwine kazvine rava richikwamba ngahazvo kavadhavape varitovere muraho varisare muraho vasubscribe vafollowe izvo zvikunochimbira zvavudi vukoma dzicomments vadzisiye nepo kadzi episode dzine vanga vakozitecheresa uito rikonodhavapo risare muraho rivone uri ndizvipiyo zvine rangatovapo ravadhisira zvone kaidzodzi episode dzine vone vadhava vosiya dzicomment dzavo ngakadzo kahele dora namusi rinavo dhokotera vazvidiva zvauri riamba navafunzi ravopolwa mimuyani riamba navathu vodiwa ngopambana nahavo varina dzikhaedu dziwa ngopambana hadzo pedzi ravadhisira vadivi vane vakono uva vachikodhiva zvinji zvine rine rangakono vatusa ngazvo kadzi episode dzacho dzothe so khadhira namusi rofara vodhokotera Zitha ya Dr. Zitha nditozviamba ngotoraro vanei khavo khadhira namusi rina mafungo manji naridha rikuamba ngahao rina launch yavo nekodhova hone ridozvikwama rikodhavapo rava na fungo lashu ladhuva lanamusi levadhira lone uri rikunodera valesanga uri vari muyene songo hwara hoi zvomaramani unazvo nahone tsiwana ilaiwa ndirani zvino ndiye nepahone kawo rikotoda upfa uri na ava vodhokotera vorifarira zvipiyo zvine rangatama uzvidiva vodhokotera rikuvatanganedza kaRedice Pictures kutoitani ndihone Dr. Zitha. Yes.
No, it's the first time I'm here, but I've been waiting to be invited. So
yeah, ne? Rikodiwa manda. Kamsi kavathu vane vanga vachikotododiva Dr. Zitha ndi nyiwa ngapi?
Okay, so Dr. Zitha ndi GP wa Panatoyando. I've been a doctor for the past 10 years now. It's actually quite interesting what vanji vachinsedza panauri Zitha ndi mutu woita mini na woita mini.
Yeah.
And then bambona kachikotovodora I know we're expecting mutu nyana.
Yes, exactly.
No. So Dr. Zitha has been around Toyando for the past 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Ndo ndikotusana na rushaka pano, and I think I've done my part in the community. Unazo tuzvinji I think ndikodhiveka ngazo ndiwanarapa NAC, and then we also run a private clinic that's been doing a lot of house calls Toyando and the surrounding areas. So yeah, that's what Dr. Zitha is about.
Okay. Rikodibonga manda mara richirabalesa kamsika mshimo wavo wabudokotera va specialize ngami.
So I'm still a general practitioner. Practitioner meaning we deal with baseline everything, meaning maurazo tera otogomera, and then as we call barera we refer to the specialist. But almost everything ritirangazo vakeguruvana vafumakadzi, anyone is invited to our practice, and we give them quality and perfect care.
Richirabalesa one vashuma hone hapala NHC una madokotera manjika manda ane baba chikushuma nao maybe angadhiva it's more than 10 or 11 kana hani but karidora valesa kushumire kwavo navo vashuma hani navo?
No, we have a nice little MDT. So MDT just means the multidisciplinary team, meaning we have doctors, we have dietitians, physios, and everyone. So because the model ya Rineka NAC is Yitomakadzi GP, so we are the roots, the model. So meaning as we are about 8 in the meantime. We welcome everyone akojena, and then we see, oh, this person una problem is on so channel to the right direction. So it's been working like that for the past 3 years. The nice thing you never get to any sivasa wanusina dokoter. We are always open 24/7. So anytime machida udawana dokoter, and then the doctor ndi another watusa, and then if you have a preference, that's when you can choose. No, dotakara Zitha smile, dotakara nyi.
Yeah, it comes in a friend of mine reverse me to you.
So word of mouth na yono yasho mazabu no, iyanika Zitha straight and iyanika 1 2 3. So it's been working for us for the past 3 years. And the model, it's quite suitable because it even if at an emergency, you know you will get help at any point. Even if the one yamadao can 7 in the morning, there will definitely be a doctor. Even now, someone who will take over at 2 years way. We've learned the same thing. We are all GPs. So what I can't do, my colleague can still do. What I can do, my colleague can still do. And then I'm going to sanangandere.
Jene zamba zorana msararo kofi muradze ko order. Aradibo Dr. Zitha hezwi basazvikoni bakono murefera ka dokotela ane ava relevant.
Definitely.
Okay. Karidora balesa wo dokotela uri zodahani interest yoba hone hani from the start, from the beginning, utodova dokotela?
Ndichi Arua, when I was growing up, my grandfather was a nurse.
Okay.
Or an assistant to one of the white GPs and so they used to call him a doctor. He used to be the first doctor, Zitha, even though was because he used to be very good at the procedures. So it grew to be like that, and then unfortunately there was no one who qualified to be a doctor. And I had the interest that no, one day I want to fulfill the old man's dream with papers. And then I worked hard towards it, and then I fulfilled the dream over Dokotera.
Wow.
The official doctor Zitha no Bambira.
Ziyasumbedza vadokotela uri vafuna mushumo wavo because asikanji risanga rishingaona dhokotera unosogodzira ukwata riwana doctor anonzira akosmaila usumbesa uri uyafuna ushuma ende watakala ushuma navathu.
Definitely.
Tell us about challenges dzine vanga vachitangana nadzo kha mushumo wavo dzine vazi encounter. How do you overcome them?
So the career or the mushumo one, it's quite emotionally taxing and mentally stressful. I don't want to lie, because the mood you form relationships and bonds. It's nice to see when you give them medication or watusa, but in the unfortunate part of it is that sometimes you lose people. And then sometimes you would want to ask yourself, but we're doing everything right. Sometimes you try your level best to do what is going to bring a desired outcome. And the same way family is grieving their loss, the same way as a doctor, I am grieving the same thing. No, don't lose someone who you saw them throughout the year, and then one day I get the bad news. As long as it was it really puts you under a lot of stress.
So how do you cope with it for the next day?
In the field of career, they always tell us, if you get shot, you continue. But you need to have a way you need to deal with these things. Fortunately for me, also a pastor's child and also I believe. So you need to have your own ways where you meditate
to deal with the situation,
get rid of the stress. Because unfortunately, when you check, a lot of my colleagues resort to alcohol or at least to numb the pain and the tension. But there has to be other less harmful ways to deal with it. Like, I just take a drive and then my love for the career of medicine it's revived, and then I can work and do what I need to do for the next day.
Ushuma dwana do our Dr. Zitha, Monday to Sunday you are working. I know which badera the 24 hours. So musi vachikoshuma Monday to Friday badwa vashuma 24 hours. Vachiko utrusa vantu, upilisa vantu kabuchiro, uitori kamsi maradze ane babana o bakonofila alright khawo bakonochira bakonokhopha na malwadze eneyo ndazo runa zwinji zwine zwa vasikhodiita daily kha process ya ḓwa ḽiṅwe na ḽiṅwe but ba dila hani na mulwadze ane angada khamsi bo diagnose something odera vhulwadze, let's say for example ukho ḓa ukho forthewe ikorema una dzungu na mini zwoṱhe ha khou kona u ḓivha uri muvhilini wawe nga vha khou itea mini but musi vhone vha tshi dzhena vho dokotela vha swika vha mu cheka hola muthu ba diagnose something different with zwe adela zwone ula muthu ba wana a tshi balwa u ṱanganedza zwe vhone vha zwi wanulusa vha dila hani na yo situation?
So any patient who we see every day, you must actually have a little bit of an assessment. You put how are they going to take it? That depends on age, the social circumstances, other determinants. So if you want to and then you find or diet, and then you say, oh no, and then test one or HIV. You can't just worry someone on HIV. You need to call family and then you are family was 1 hour. I didn't want to bomb this other 1 to 3, but in the Israel as well. And then okay, for instance, we're not the culture and religious differences, but my India. And then there are certain things that as one which for them they might not believe in them. 1, 2, 3. And then I need to find a way I bring the news cover in a way that they will understand, number one. And then number two, understand I'm not just saying this because of this. I'm saying this because there's proof. This is what the blood results are saying. This is what the test or the machines are saying. So we need to deal with it in this way. And then for instance, but Jehovah's Witnesses, unfortunately, but Jehovah's Witnesses are suicide directly. So we need to find a way to also have to address that issue in such a way that as we, number one, as we kakisika the religious beliefs, as we kakisika what the family structure is. Because certain things I can't just say them out. Maybe we're already couple. I need to counsel them regarding something. If it will come up in such a way that a blame game between the two.
Exactly. And it do ya danga ilandela yore kamsara ni wone bodokotela bo wanurusa uri ka bathu babiri bazi couple borali ba diagnose something kamwe basizwane. By handle hani situation bodokotela. So because it looks like it's critical.
You are very critical because that's when people will start saying, oh no, so you need to be, because when you tell them, no, this is normal. And then you need to tell the person who is the culprit. And by what we have in front of us, the N or as we say. But I don't have proof, but this is what the results say. So you don't have to accuse anyone. You just speak to the person or no. You just have to be honest or no, this and this. And then we get treated together. And then
sorry about that.
Yeah, that will be fine.
Okay. Since from then, bono bana 10 years yote bako practice ngorari. Is this what you wanted?
Yeah. Every day I wake up, 9 to 5, I'm gonna be at the office sitting. No power, what people are hating and suffering from. And I ask myself, do I see myself doing this for the next 10, 15 years? No, yeah. There's nowhere I'd rather be than where I am.
Oh. Okay.
It comes with a little passion.
Yeah.
You just, as much as the challenges, there are also rewards that come from seeing people and that makes you feel much better.
But how do you feel? The recommendations from other people around. No, if you want to consultation Dr. Zitha. How do you feel about it?
So that just tells you need to even work even more harder, because if what recommend it means you need to study more and read more and stuff so that you know how to help them better. Because if 1 hour quality I only could decline because you feel like no one knows everything about medicine. So to change every now and then. You always need to make sure you update and upgrade your information. Because one was around 2 years. While you think you know everything. So, hey, it comes with a lot of humility because, hey, a profession can humble you.
Yeah.
One thing that works for another person cannot work for another person.
Exactly.
The common saying, the medical field, what is the textbook? What you read in the textbook might not be what might work for that person.
Yes, exactly.
So it's treating the person and their illness.
Okay. Masindi chikekambuso nenda kutodo ujena kai ore reiseze wadokotera. Would you tell somebody or item doctor?
Looking at what's currently happening with the healthcare system in South Africa, I wouldn't recommend.
Why?
For the first time in 10 years, we have about 1,000 unemployed doctors. And and
it's a lot.
This is not something that was one of the outside. Do we have a shortage of doctors in our state hospitals? Yes. Problem, why are there no posts? It's something that's political. We don't have time to talk about that. But because when you get into medicine, you are guaranteed of one thing. If you pass, you're going to get a job and you're going to have a job for life. But as you know, there's a lot of things. I guess maybe in the shift, you want to move to the NHI stream that's causing this unnecessary stability. But if someone is passionate about this, I say go for it no matter what. But if you think you're going to come in to make money, don't.
Yeah. If I'm not patient,
it has to be with passion.
Okay.
It has to be.
We want to know medicine, medical doctors, doctor machero. vha fanela u ḓivha vhuḓi na vhuvhi ha uri ndi nga mini vha tshi khou ya hafhaḽa kha vhudokotela ende vha fanela u vha na dzi disadvantages na dzi advantages dza vhudokotela so musi ndi tshi khou vhusa imbuso ndi khou vhusa ri khou ṱoḓa u ḓivha zwenezwo vhudokotela uri kha vhana vhane vha nga vha tshi khou ṱoḓa kana vhaswa vhane zwa zwino vha khou ita medicine vha khou ṱoḓa vha madokotela matshelo ri vha funza mini ri ri mini khavho.
So vha tshi checka zwino even the criteria ya u dzhena kha medicine it's very tight now, it's very tough. Ndo vhona I read something nga matsheloni saying uri University of KZN yo dzhia 250 students from the 12,000 applicants who were admitted to dzhena kha medicine. It's quite tough in such a way that aptitude ya hone I think you must at least be above 80s in the subject zote.
Okay.
That's how tough and strict it is. And luckily we have about 6 or 7 medical schools in the country. So Zitha, so admission so the in medicine is not something which you have to be on a face-to-face interaction so that you learn this thing. This thing, you learn it bedside, you learn it when I'm a patient every day or by being taught and shown every day. So or the disadvantage of that is that there can only be a certain number of students allowed into the faculty because of how the teaching process happens. So because when about into medicine, so they've made the criteria in a little bit strict. So if one into medicine from grade 12, they need to sacrifice a lot. They need to work very, very hard. Because back in the days they used to give preferences to students from previously disadvantaged background, but there was a problem of that because meaning a quota system a lot of black students. And then we are the ones that were actually not doing Yeah. So now I think it's an equal portion here, people that are invited into the program. So working hard is the way into medicine. You need to work very, very hard. Because the 90s were rejected. Because of space, and then you need to prove yourself for it.
Kamse kangwana no kutoda di prove uri ene ngongo ukutoda udiwana aka medicine kana achikuita budokotela hono bo buninga ba budokotela buphiyo na buphiyo ndi thero dzifhiyo subjects dzine anga kono dzilavhelesa uri akono shumana nadzo zwavhuḓi.
So the maths and science streams. So mathematics, physical science, life sciences, those are the top 3 that Zuko Jenny's medicine. Because even on the first year medicine, the same subjects that you still advance with until second year where you branch out into the other fields of medicine. So those are the first important ones. So the accounting, the geography, they just add an extra benefit. Meaning throughout all the subjects work on, so therefore even they'll be able to do very well.
Zwine zwa amba zwa uri na ṅwana ana musi arali a tshi khou ri khou ṱoḓa vhudokotela medicine na science na mini zwoṱhe na vhabebi kha vha vhe tsini naye u mu ṱuṱuwedza uri a kone u ḓivha uri okay arali ndi khou ṱoḓa vhudokotela ndi fanela u vha nga maanḓa ndi tshi khou vhalesa bugu kha hezwi na hezwi na hezwi zwi amba zwa uri na vhabebi vha na mushumo u kona u ṱuṱuwedza vhana vhavho.
Definitely. When I was in grade 12 and khotsi anga vha ri ndi move from the main bedroom nda wana go edela garage. And don't get the sponge.
Whoa.
So that he can wake me up 3 o'clock every day.
Yeah, because na garage kuna noise. Especially you can't sleep at all.
So I had to let go of a lot of comforts. And, I didn't have a phone. It used to be we are scrolling like and then back home. So those were the things I would do. And then it helped because no one I managed to get 7 distinctions.
Okay.
With an average, I think my lowest was an 80. And then I even got the provincial award, top learner in the district, Mopani. And then I was like, no, my dad saw what he was working for. Because the 3 o'clock knocking, hey, Saturday, Monday, he didn't care what day it was, he was there, he wanted me up.
So na boba proud uri product yenda mandichko ibveledza
yo sure.
Yeah, because really makamanda sezvo udokotela una vhathu vanji vane kanjisa musi achipfa zvithu zvichinga zvikokonda ngamanda richiko se subject dzine savana vaya give up ava vana no arari kwamba ka medicine ndikotiyo u practice kana ndikotiyo echikoloni for almost 5 or 6 years apfe mwana zvichinga zviya mu strain bla zvithu uyaneta atodo give up andirani ri vha eletshedza mini ya vhavhana?
So unfortunately or fortunately, every career stream it takes the same number of years, 6, 7 years. If I said engineering that 4 years, but to be a professional engineer, which takes a master's degree, it's an extra 2-3 years. So we have fun, 6 years. Richie Janaka accounting, if you want to be a chartered accountant, Nazo the same number of years. Because one of the board exam, many which they need to still write, and then after a few years you're a chartered accountant. If you want to be a lawyer and attorney, it's fun. You finish your law school and then write the whatever serving, and then admit as an attorney. If you want to be an advocate, you still need to study further. So it's fun. It just needs patience and what you want. If you want to be a doctor, be willing to spend those 6 years. If you want to be a specialist doctor, be willing, on top of that 6 years, do another 4 years. So you 10 years to where you actually want to get to. And it's worth doing if you're passionate about it and you really want to see yourself doing this for the rest of your life.
Zwine zwa zwa uri dokotela chimwe na chimwe ndi fanela u chita ndo ḓivhudza and ndi tshi khou zwiḓivha zwa uri ndi khou ṱoḓa u swikelela hezwi zwine nda khou ṱoḓa u ita zwone. Kha ri ḓo sedza lifestyle ya zwino dokotela kha vhana na kha muthu muṅwe na muṅwe in general nga maanḓa ri tshi khou sedza u ṱoḓa u swikelela zwine nda tama u swikelela zwone. Vhunzhi ha vhathu a vha tsha tou tshila nga nḓila ine wa wana zwi tshi nga tamisa uri matshelo ṅwana a vhe dokotela kana a tame dokotela a tame Dr. Zitha a doctor a tame let's say for example kha musi Dr. Chidzi a mutame orala kana nduri madokotela vhoṱhe vhane vha vhori vha hone nga tshithu tshifhinga ri tshi khou vha lavhelesa ndi vhaswa. And vha vhaswa ngo ralo ndi vhathu vhane vha vhori vha khou takuwa a vha khou takuwa fhedzi vha khou dovha vha vha na dzi side businesses. Ni zwi kona hani vhiwe hezwo zwithu?
Looking at the economy, one stream of income is not sufficient. The biggest mistake you could do as a person, you feel like money will come one direction to be able to fund lifestyle. The trick is, you find it. From you take it and you deposit it, which will not need a lot of your strength and attention, but so that when the profit so at least you can take a resting and I can't be at NEC Monday to Sunday and then the whole year what the one and
ngauri thiri zvino reva ri tshi khou zwi sedza no sedzulusa ra wana uri vhunzhi ha vheiwe no rari ni tshi khou shuma sa madokotela ri a ḓi wana ni na miṅwe mishumo ine ni khou shuma nga thungo but ra ḓi dovha ra wana ni khou kona u manage tshifhinga tsho ya gai ofisini ni yo vhonana na vhalwadze. So ndi zwiṅwe zwa zwithu zwine ri a vhona ungari kha musi zwi challenging nyana but ri tshi dovha ra sedza on the other side ra wana zwa uri vho vha ni khou kona u zwi manager. So ndi henefho hune ra khou sedza ra wana uri vhunzhi ha vhaswa vha pfha ungari a zwi konadzei uri muthu a vhe na mushumo wawe une anga vha khou shuma daily a dovhe a kona u vha na dziṅwe dzi side hustles dzawe. Zwino ra ri khou ṱoḓa u sedza hezwi ndi tshi khou vhusa imbuso Dr. Zitha ndi khou vhusa ngauri hu na expo hafha ine Dr. Zitha u khou ri ḓisela yone na launch. So ri khou ṱoḓa u ḓivha uri na izwi zwi khou tshimbila hani hu khou ṱoḓa u itiwa mini hafha fhethu?
So one thing I'm a big fan of, but also Thomas, their own businesses, entrepreneurs. Whether you are a professional, I still say you must have something that you're doing on the side. Have a truck, have a small salon, have a car wash, have something. Because I'm not a fan of hard work, I'm a fan of smart work. Smart work in the you still make money from things that are not needing man.
You need the energy.
Even your time, they can still happen. So because of that, I decided, no, I see there are a lot of businesses around. And there's an element here, unemployment. A lot of people are not getting jobs, or something. But those who are smart enough, but a small business, are doing so much better. Because the only way, find a need which is there, and then find a service that services that need, and then what you did. That's all that matters. So I've decided, why can't we have a little event where we create and then saying to our people in business, can't you come together and then we get to know each other?
Yeah.
You might find that in this networking event that we are hosting, that what you're doing is going to be beneficial to work alongside what I'm doing. Or what you're doing is something that we've always wanted, we didn't know it was there in the market. Or what you're doing can be expanded in this way. So we have decided, me and my team, that we want to have a smaller event where we can invite, it's open for everyone.
Okay.
On a business, or if you're a young professional and you want to meet other young professionals in the same field so that you get to know each other. One thing I've noted is that unity is very powerful. If we come together as young people and then we meet in one place and see, no, he's doing that, he's doing that. He's not my competition, but we are here to actually help each other grow. And then from there, no, my business is growing and his business is also growing because we know our markets. And then we are also serving the same market, but differently. The same way as NEC, we have all doctors, but we are serving our own markets differently.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. Put people in different businesses under one roof, give them food, give them a little atmosphere or environment where it will be nice and relaxed, and then you get to meet someone and we get to know each other. And then at the same time, we invited people who come guide people through their journeys, because no mangaramutu obvelera okochimbiranga Rolls Royce mara you don't know the story.
Yes, story behind.
If they just come there and then stand in front of the crowd and tell them, no, I started here. Don't bicycle and something and then going around and selling. But no, I used to sell my fed cook by the corner. That's where my business acumen came from. And then we want to expose people to such things so that they get motivated, they meet people that they can start networking with or meet potential and future employers and clients. So that's why we said, no, let's put this thing together and then have it happen here in Toronto and then in the surroundings and invite everyone and experience this thing. So we want to make it something later every year. So this year we just want to see how it goes and then see how big we can make it go.
Because now is a start.
Yeah, now is a start. So I remember when we started, we just wanted to invite 50 people in business. Let's start with 50 and then let's check and then how the cost.
Okay, kamera mabindu baula ne kamsibo invite wa kana bane badwa ba hone khalonchi ndi recorda belela bapio.
So a big and close friend of mine, TDR, is definitely going to be there.
Okay.
We'll have a representative from company of Magwabeni, from company of Masingita Nkuna, Masingita, and then those are the people that we are looking forward to have, and other business owners.
Masingita Nkuna, you mean Nkuna Kral?
Okay. There will be someone that will be coming there. So those are the kind of people we are expecting to host in Eladuba. So you definitely have to be there to hear a story, and where they are. So,
and you know, I usually said to cover to banji musirich kwamba ngauvelela kana utodo diwana bachikushuma no create mishumo nangwe imitoko ore ni adiba abana bathu bothe bare hange intha they have a story to tell.
Definitely.
Ngori ni abangodota kwa fedzi basokori bambodiwa bachikoya ntha una une bakobva one ende humwe bachintalutshedza story you won't believe. Ngande na dani komusedzanga nga chipinga chenecho uri bana mafungo manji haba bathu una une bakobva hone humwe watakadza humwe autakadzi zvimwe zvotoma zvichikodipa zvada zvakonda akonodova apick up humwe oditoma kamse zvisvika level ya queen zvadida zvaima adova pick up atakuwa. So I usually say to people uri guys nisingotobona dzi flowers zila hange ntha dzo ditoma fasi dzichiputa dzisheredziwa umwe kamsi bashiri dzikotodo u retrieve dziwelele ujiwe na fresh milk isheriwe uri dzikotoba dzitakuwe dzime zwavudi. So risingotobona ngari bathu vane vabori now vana dzi business za queen zvotovhuwa zvotoralo vana zvitori zvavo zvine vanga ari anechera zvone. Bodokotera una bathu vanji vane vakurengisa bane naboi abatuto believer khabone bane basokofese sorry ndi mushumo mtukutuku ono ine rakho ita basokofese sorry zwezwo ndiko rengisa zwikonsi zwene zvinga bucket ndiko chimira ndichijera ndichirengisa asakabona ngari auna zvina kuita zvino kodero tada chede bwene ine yanga kono shimisa nga chimwe checho matina ukotomo uzvala mbeu uko planta something zvine khazo machero anga dimangala onovula bekara yawe achivoto rengisa achivoita zvimwe zvine zvava zvakwinesa rikotodo diva tutuwedzo hapa vukati khava vathu uri ni dava niko vatutuwedza utoma uita business uri vha ḓivhe uri business ndi mini ni ḓo vha ni khou vha ṱuṱuwedza uri kha zwine vha khou ita zwone kha vha bvele phanḓa na u zwi ita.
So Rono Inviter, we also have partnered with Standard Bank, na vhathu vha SIDA, na vhathu vha NYDA. Although we want to also expose people to the channels of funding. If you have a business idea, sometimes I can actually take this thing from the ground. When about who are willing to invest in a proper business where they can see this one, if we invest in the next few years, either way, so there are people who are ready to fund such people. Because sometimes a business idea, but you in your mind, you know you want to open a business.
Yes.
So there are people that will be there on the day. This is what you can do to actually grow your business. This is what you can do, and this is what we can help you with. Business So we'll have those people on the day, but we'll be helping people, showing people how they get things done. Because a lot of people don't know information overnight. They don't know how to go about getting certain things. So we'll have them on the day and then it'll be beautiful like that.
Okay. Zwi amba uri na vhathu vhane vha ḓa vha khou funza ri ḓo ri khou amba nga vhoramabindu vho no ḓivha khwine nga hazwo.
Definitely.
Okay. Kha ri ḓo sedza fhethu hune na khou ya u vha na heyi expo hone ndi gai na hone tshifhinga ḓe?
So it's going to be the 2nd of March.
Okay.
We are still trying to finalize with the venue because we want to create an environment where it will be an indoors event, but also outdoors. Because we are going to have the stalls.
Yes, I wanted to come to that. Yes.
So if you have a small flower business, you just come. And then if you have a catering business, you can bring testers or whatever. If you have a business, you bring your displays there. If you have a business that is in farming, you bring whatever. We don't advise or what.
No, maybe just pamphlets to show.
And then you advertise yourself so that we know this is the business, this is the face behind the business. Because there are so many nice businesses around here where we've heard about them, especially Zamabudzi makeup, but we don't know the face behind it. This is the face behind this successful business.
And then nane avoro uko todo diwana achi ya vathuni hatu bvelela hatu swikela diwana kho ya vathuni zwi amba uri na ene u fanela vha ana tshitolo tsha wenepo.
Yeah, definitely. And then on the day, like we said, we are trying to make it a business expo, but we're going to try to make it more like a social event.
Okay.
So there'll be a band that's playing nice music. There'll be Mutako Keitara, so that if you're eating and drinking, it makes the conversation a little bit more easy.
Meaning, we'll socialize as well.
We'll be socializing.
Yeah.
So it's a social event. But if they chipan socialize and then I see on the side, there's so and so advertising their business and then I see that, and then we call everyone and then we have someone give a talk on that.
So I'm going to rengisa zwone a tshi ḓi bakela zwikonisi zwawe ri ḓa ri khou zwi testa no zwi testa ngelo ḓuvha ri pfha uri na dzi ingredients dzo dzulisa zwone na ngauri a thi ri fanela u pfha uri afha swigiri yo sheliswa zwone makumba afha o dzula nga nḓila yone ngauri ri ḓo wana ri tshi vho soko rando ri ha kono baka ha koni mini but ri fanela u testa na uri arali u khou pfhi o duma nga maanḓa ri fanela u ḓivha uri o duma nga mini ri fanela u zwi ḓivha hezwo.
So that will be the platform or what to show us what you can do and give us your best and then put it out there, everyone can see. That's how you put yourself out into the market. Everyone can see, you're in a business, so and so, and they're doing 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be like that.
Ndikoto ḓo amba nga time management.
Okay.
Because arali tshi khou lavhelesa event vhudokotela I ḓo vha na tshifhinga tshine ya ḓo thoma ngatsho. So ba khou expecta ava vhathu vho no khou ḓa nga tshifhinga ḓe.
So we put up on the poster it's going to be between 9 and 4. So between 9 and 4 o'clock, and then we'll try to make sure that the program caters for everything within that period. We won't go over time, and then we will just make sure everything happens, and then everyone will have had what they came for within that period.
Zwine zwa amba zwori arali ri sa khou ṱoḓa u bva nnḓa ha tshifhinga arali 4 o'clock ri tshi khou amba uri khou fhedza vhathu vha khou tea u ṱavhanya u swika.
So from 9 o'clock everything will be set up, and then when our guests are arriving in, they'll find everything sorted out.
Are they going to pay anything or what?
So because we are inviting an artist who will come, and then we'll be serving some food and drinks, welcome drinks. So general entrance fee in the 150, and then we'll book a stall at about 250, right? And then we had more exclusive packages for guests and VIPs that are coming from far, where we also offering them accommodation and a private table, and then we put them in that section. So those are a bit more expensive. But the general ones is about 150. That gets you entrance inside, exposure, and then few finger snacks, and then we just made it direct affordable 150.
Okay, can I be a special guest? And then do a VIP ticket, VVIP ticket, do an accommodation, and then yeah.
So for VVIPs, I think the packages it's one I 5,000 or one I 3.5.
Yes.
And that will be catering for our VIP people on that day.
Yeah, I'm saying that because I tell you no, redwana bathu vachikodzibusa dzimbudziso okay, nandi kutodobaka VVIP, ndikangobaka VIP, then okay, ndiko benefita hani.
So VIP hela package without the accommodation, you cover reserve a table. The other people will just be sitting on normal chairs, and then there'll be a table where will be reserved for our special VIP people, and then there will be special people that are designated walkover, say even our caterer, and they will have a little bit more special treatment, as to compared to other people.
So we are allowed to ask questions?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean to say, our guest each call, uamba, each addresser.
Yes.
Record your busa zimbudziso. Kana redo busa zimbusa after guest
after guest so there will be program directors on the day who will be spearheading our chair almost all the events. After every speaker, I know Amba which because we know where they're specialized in, and then we would like them to speak more on the field that they're specializing in. Even to a real estate and a property, we want them to talk about what they did as a property developer, and then we can ask questions, because we also want to go into the business, right? Hey, Karabudze 1, 2, 3, how does it work? If I want to register for 1, 2, 3, what?
Yes, and the phone rate, I mean, ndikobuzibu says on our bunjia batu awana kamsi achi feel offended or uncomfortable ngambore hako kono ubusa zimbudziso dzine anga vachikotodo budzisa regarding business yawo uri akono dibori ara akotakwa kana dzifanzidzo raro u apply sahani u tuwisa hani process ichimbelisa hani so musi araro uchikova na dzimbudziso indi so kono that is the way a good way to go uri mona mwa kono ba free ka uri abutsi zwine nga vakotodo busa zwona.
No, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, udokotela chipinga chashui chonoliwa nga mbeva zvino fedzia kharitende uri kha mafhungo othe eramba kha ḓora na musi hu khou vha no guda zwinzhi and bo dokotela vha khou ḓa lofhesela fhano na musi this is not your last time.
No, it definitely is not.
Ri kha ḓi tea u amba nga mishumo yavho sa dokotela hangei sibadela.
No, definitely.
Ri pfe malwadze manzhi ane vha vha khou shumana nao ri ambe nga hao. We have a lot to talk about.
No, I'll definitely be coming back.
Fedzia ndikho ṱoḓa uri kha heyi expo ine vha khou vha nayo launch yenoni vha sie dzi contact details for more information uri hu nga kwamiwa nnyi arali ni a khou ṱoḓa u ḓivha more about it.
So we have set up a website that is running. It's www.naw.co.za. And then the cell phone numbers that are used in the meantime on the post and exam are 073-348-4170. If mutako toda more information, but they divert to other people as well, so that they get answered as soon as possible.
Lastly but not least, mutu munamo una zwine a tea u vha zwone kha vhutshilo. Mudzimu vha tshi ri sika vho ri sika nga nḓila ya uri vha na purpose ya muthu muṅwe na muṅwe uri hola u khou tea u bveledza zwikene. Hu na vhathu vhanzhi vho dokotela vhane ri tshi khou amba tshine tshifhinga vha nga ḓa vha khou ṱoḓa u give up, vha khou ṱoḓa u laṱela thaula, ha tsha funa na tshithu na tshithihi u sokou tenda uri kha nne zwo guma zwo to rali. Just a little bit of motivation to those people.
So what I can say, Ndori, as much as unashishi, there's also light.
Yeah.
Every season, and what we need to do is, when you're going through something which is just know within that season, just prepare yourself, because there is something that will take you to a different place where you are today. All you just need to do as a person, because opportunity comes and must find you prepared. If you're prepared, it will take you to the next place. Because if I renkeni to a train station, this is a ticket. all the trains can come.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one will allow him inside because I cannot ticket. But as a person, always prepare yourself for an opportunity. I'll do it a guy. Mara, just know one day something might just come and take me to where I'll think I would never be.
Yeah.
So in difficulties, it's a good time to prepare, to add the equipment, so that when an opportunity comes, it just takes you somewhere else. So those are my words for today.
Nice words. Vatari vatikezi vafune vaRedas Pictures mafungo keyo roapfa richikamba navo dhokotera obo Zitha. Yeah, he's one of my favorite doctors anyway. So ndivone dhokotera hava vane arana vachikotoda thuso hapa la NHC bakono yana vone bakono vathusa kama dhokotera manji vari hayo haine pala ari kotori kamsi vatova special to a point never rangatori ndizvezo yes but atiri muthu uchikomudiva muthu ukomudiva but ndizvauri kazvita zvevamba zvonei rine rikuzviripwa ngamanda ende natutuwedzo yevadoyamba kavana uri vana arali akutodidiwana ichiva dhokotera kauve na tero dzine adziita ende avale nga nzira dzote na babebi vakonoshera mulenje vajenere ka pfunzo dza vana bavo uri mwana akonodiwana achikova dhokotera ka dhuva la machero richikamba ngorade vo Dr. Zitha, he's still young but kana rabalese mimwe vaishuma 10 years it's too much. So musi richikadema ngora rakadera vela zvinji ngamanda kavo vo Dr. Zitha musi vachikadido bvela panda na mushumo wavo nga utorari. So avango daro pesera na musi apa Redas Pictures vakadodwa vavuya rina malwadze manji ane va ashuma vo dokotera ane radhwamba ngawo limwe dhuva rato pointa uri namsi rikwamba nga arthritis rikwamba nga zipain na mini zvote nga utoraro ndiri malwadze ote ane rangananga ridokonwamba navo zvino khavone vatari vatikezi vafune vaRedas Pictures ndi chipinga chauri mwaha wothoma ngorado kadiri vamuswai risongotenda ugive up karitendo takuchedza riime vamba mafunga vudinga manda apa vachikovhara auri ka challenges zote dzine vone vavakotangana nadzo huna zvibuya zvonokouda vone chine vangadoita chine fedzi ndova prepared na udilugisera uri hizvo nokouda zviwane ndokwata ende ndikono zvifara zvavudi nga zvanda ubva kana netenda lady wa Mushasha na Redas Pictures karidwa paritangana chipinga chidawo Redas Pictures rinavo hake zvivatariri vatikedzi vafuni vayo kari varothe kadhara namusi
ngauri rine ri vathu vathu
the way they
vavona mumwe kutawa avanthawo
So, it's the ministry that yes, or my people shall die because of which knowledge. Hangori
Mushasha na Redas Pictures